Yo, what is up, guys? We're here on Pokemon Showdown for my NPL Divisional round playoffs team prep versus Alpha Antis Rocky Mountain Marowaks. It's the third time I'm recording this. My first team prep was like 45 minutes long, and I made some important changes to my team so that I felt the need to record it again. And I got interrupted, and now I'm back here for the real team builder. So I'm with Aggron, of course. Um, Alpha had a very solid season. He won Coach of the Year with an 8-4 record in a very tough division. Like he had two teams that finished with 9 or 10 wins respectively. He's the number 4 seed in the conference, although he will face me, the number 1 seed, after I finished 10-2 with a plus 25 differential. I'm running a 7-game win streak right now, so I'm really confident that I can get another win, obviously. But I'm not confident in the matchup at all. Looking at his team, brings the Mega Lopunny, the Manaphy, the Crocodile, the Reuniclus, the Snorlax, the Maniton, Weezing, Togetic, Raichu, Hexus, and Crusso. I have a good feeling of knowing what he's gonna bring. Like he 100% brings the Mega Lopunny, the Manaphy, the Reuniclus, and the Snorlax. Snorlax is the best answer to my Victini. Can pursue Tribute, can curse up on it, whatever he wants to do. Lopunny is just good in general, even though I have a lot of physical walls, but you could definitely break through some of them with maybe a power up punch set or something. Manaphy Reuniclus are special wall breakers, sweepers, whatever. Mm, like he doesn't have good special attackers besides those two, and I feel like they have to come to break down my walls because most of my walls are physically defensive. So I really expect Manaphy and Reuniclus to come. I don't really have a switch in for Manaphy, which really sucks. And Reuniclus obviously can always be a pain in the ass with like a command set, a trick room set. Maybe an assault vest set with regenerator, but yeah, definitely can do a lot of things. Won a championship with that thing last season, so I definitely am familiar with that. Then he obviously has to bring one of his rockets, either Crocodile or Crustle. I don't expect a Crustle to be honest because it's like an easy switch in for my Aggron that could potentially curse up on it. Allows my Weaver to come in and to KO it. It gives my Nidoqueen always a free switch in and get a big hit off should I bring Life Offset. And yeah, I really expect Crocodile to come. So I really expect this top 6 months that are listed here to come versus me, and then maybe the Damanitan because Bennett Damanitan can can 2KO my entire squad, even max with the defensive Rotom. So that could definitely be coming. I'm really paranoid about Bennett Damanitan just destroying my team. You also could bring the Weezing or the Togetic just for hazards, and hazard control. I don't expect the Raichu and the Hexerus. I really wanted to bring Togetic and Weezing because they are set up for my Victini, which is great. And Togetic doesn't prevent me from getting up my rocks, so that's fine. And when I first built the team, I had Selgar over Nidoqueen, but I felt way too underprepped for the Manitan, so I decided not to bring spikes, even though they would help me with some damage rolls. For example, after Stealth Rock and the spike, I can Oko Hexerus with Icicle Crash from Weavile through a Yachi Berry. Well, I can't do that after only rocks. That's a roll in that case. So I would need some prior damage to kill stuff because now I don't bring spikes. So they mess up that. Not having spikes messes up some damage rolls, but I still think I should be fine. First I had rocks on my Aggron, and now I have it on Nidoqueen, which Nidoqueen basically is my main check to Darmanitan with a very heat set, as you will see soon. But let's hop into Aggron first. Aggron is like my main form of man. I don't know what I want to say. It's like my dedicated lead here with the taunt. It prevents Weezing from burning me or setting up toxic spikes. Prevents Togetic from whatever it wants to do. Prevents hazard from Crush, so it prevents Reuniclus and Snorlax from commoning or cursing up respectively, and it's just a solid check to a bunch of things. Coverage allows me Heavy Slam Thunder Punch to hit everything on his team besides the Snorlax for solid damage. At +1 after a curse, I 2-hit KO his entire squad besides Snorlax and a max physically defensive Weezing, which is great. I just Oko Mega Lopunny after rocks, Thunder Punch 2 KOs Manaphy, and with 100 speed death and 2 HP, I can take a +6 Scald after rocks from full, so that's pretty cool, I guess. well, Thunder Punch would do like 50% to Mana Fee at +1, or maybe even 60% depending on the spread. I really expected to bring max speed Mana Fee, but with a lot of HP because it doesn't need max special attack to sweep my team at +3, to be honest. So I really expect like more of a bulky, speedy Mana Fee. Heavy Slam even 2-hit Chaos, Crocodile, if it's not Intimidate, Crook, and I can get rid of the Intimidate with the Curse, obviously. Reuniclus gets put in knock-off range from Weavile should he have a Colber Berry, so that's kind of cool with the Heavy Slam here. 252 HP and 52 defense allow me to take one Banded Jolly Flare Blitz from Damanitan, even though he doesn't have like a good reason to bring Jolly if he's Banded, because I don't have a lot of stuff in this like in the speed tier Damanitan is at, although my Rotom obviously could be more offensive with like Life Orb or something that could actually put in some work with versus everything but Snorlax, so you never know. But yes, like at least it can take hit from Damanitan. And the curse here gives me a very solid late game win con should I be able to keep my aggron healthy. At +1, Crocodile's non-banded, non-adamant Earthquake needs like 4 high rolls to 4-hit KO me. I probably like I beat Crocodile 1 vs 1 anyway, but at +1 I just destroy it. I beat Snorlax 1 vs 1 with the combination of Taunt and Curse. If it's a Curse deck, because I will always be faster, even if I start at -1, and he just comes in, I'm still faster than Snorlax or Reuniclus and can taunt them before I curse up on them. If Reuniclus doesn't take the Focus Blast, I like just cannot use that as setup fodder, even though I have no recovery, so I probably can't go to +6 or anything. But like, yeah, Heavy Slam and Thunder Punch at +1 or +2, like just sweep this team. Damanitan gets 2 KO'd by Heavy Slam if I'm at +1. Weezing gets 2-hit KO'd if I get to +2, so that's really cool. Obviously Snorlax is an issue, but with the taunt, he cannot rest up, he cannot curse up, he cannot do whatever Snorlax wants to do. But it's definitely one of the harder mons for me to break, just because I can't always taunt it, and he probably can get up a rest versus me. But besides that, here my aggron really puts in, or can put in quite some work. Speed is enough to outspeed uninvested Weezing or 4 EV Weezing, and to still be faster than Snorlax and Reuniclus after 1 curse, so I think that's good for me. Yeah, that's my aggron here, definitely my dedicated lead, and a nice and solid late game win con. I hope I can get up a curse late game and just like weaken everything to a point where Weavile can clean up. I rebanned Weavile this week, just so you know. Next up, I have my Custberry, Poison Point, Earthquake, Raw, Stealth Rock, Ice Beam, Relaxed Nature, Nidoqueen here, almost max physically defensive. Really interesting set. So the plan with this thing is here, get it in on something it can get up rocks on, for example, Mega Lopunny, which never will stay in because it cannot OHKO me and doesn't want to get damaged. Maybe versus a Togetic if he decides to bring that. Maybe versus a Hexorus, which knows it cannot 2KO me and has to fear the Ice Beam. Maybe versus a Raichu that's maybe locked into a Voltage or something. Maybe into the Weezing that typically cannot do anything versus me. And like get up my rocks, then get out of there. And should Damanitan hit the field, I go into my Nidoqueen, take any one hit, unless he predicts that and goes for Bandit Earthquake, but to be honest, he has no reason to not go for Flablets versus my team. Like he just destroys everything with a Bandit Flablets. Take the Bandit Flablets, which only has a 6.3% chance to OHKO, 37-ish% after Rock. Get into Custard Branch and Revenge Kill on the next turn with the Earthquake. That's basically the only thing why I have Nidoqueen here. Really dumb way to get rid of Damanitan, but pretty heat way, and if it works out, it's great. And if it doesn't bring the Damanitan, the Custard Berry can still be helpful, because I could potentially switch in on a Bandit Crocodile's Earthquake, not get KO'd, and get up my rocks with Custard Berry, or get a Revenge Kill with the Ice Beam if I weaken it to a point where Ice Beam kills. Ice Beam from Poison Point, Nidoqueen does only like 40-ish%, but Crocodile is very easy to wear down, so I'm not too afraid of that. Nidoqueen won't play a big role in this game, but if it gets up rocks and weaken Crocodile or get rid of Damanitan, it will definitely help me win the game. Hopefully I can win. Obviously, like we'll see about that. The game obviously did already happen, but I'm like talking like I don't know the outcome, so you're not getting spoiled or anything. But yeah, that's like my main answer to the Darmanitan. I hope I can keep it healthy so that I can switch into Darmanitan, get a custom range, and just kill with the Earthquake. That would be great. So yeah, that's Neo Queen for you. Like probably my heatest set out here, even though like my Taunt Curse Aggron is also already pretty heat, but you know what I mean. Like this Neo Queen is pretty cool. Poison Pawn is here just like to get maybe a poison off on Snorlax, on Lopunny to like get this residual damage going, on Hexorus, which could come in handy and put it in Ice Shot range from Weavile, for example. You know the drill, but yeah. That's Neo Queen for you. I have like Earthquake over Earth Power because without sheer force, Earthquake just hits harder than Earth Power and guarantees me a knockout on the Manitan. That's like 93 to 110% or something. So after switching into rocks, it's guaranteed KO. And if it gets a poison point, if I get a poison point off, it guarantees the KO as well. So that's pretty neat. Next up, I have my Rotom. As you can see on my team, I don't have a switch into a +3 mana fee. So whenever a mana fee hits the field, Rotom will come in. Like I won't think a lot about that unless I have my Tangrowth out there and can just Leaf Storm for the kill. But if Manaphy comes in and isn't at +3 already, I will go hard into my Rotom. The reason is even if I switch in Rotom earlier because it's basically a backup check to a Scarf Dominican here with the pain I can get up my health. After 3 rock switch-ins, I still take a max special attack +3 energy ball because of the Rindo Berry. So energy ball does not do more than 62.5% to me, which is really good. I will get in on Manaphy, let him hit me with the energy ball, Thunder Wave it, and then either Volt Switch out or Pain Split up, whatever he wants to do, like depending on how low my health is. I think Pain Split will do slightly more if he gets me really low to like 10% or something. And Pain Split will do more to Manaphy than the Volt Switch would do. In hindsight, now that I'm looking back, I should have packed the Thunderbolt because Volt Switch is kinda hinders my ability to revenge kill because I don't want to Volt Switch out on the +3 mana fee and like risk my Tangrowth, for example. But yeah, I brought Volt Switch. Wasn't too bad. Like still like worked out okay for me, I guess. But Thunderbolt definitely would have been better. Like Thunder Wave just makes mana for useless, and after I get hit by Rindoberry, the Volt Switch or Pain Switch will put it in range for my Bandit Weaver to OHKO it, or even my Victini to kill it if it's like an uninvested mana fee, that is. Even though I don't like expect uninvested as I already stated, but yeah. Just like Neo Queen, this Rotom is just dedicated to take on 1 mon. If he doesn't bring mana fee, fine, I can like pivot around, get some hits off. If I want to like Volt Switch into my Weaver to get killed and bullshit like that, but I really expect the Manaphy, and if I see the Manaphy, I will keep this thing healthy in the back until Manaphy hits the field. So yeah, that's the plan with this bad boy here. And next up, I have like probably the set I'm most proud of on this team, and the set I really expect to put in the work. As you can see, very complicated EV spread here. We created Bolt Strike, substitute Will-O-Wisp Victini, holding the leftovers. So the thing with Victini here is the EVs allow me to set up substitutes on a Togetic, on a non-life or Righteous Volt Switch, on everything Weezing wants to go for, besides the Sludge Wave that has like a very small chance to break my sub. On a Scuffed U-Turn, Scuffed U-Turn from Dimension doesn't break my sub. Burnt Snorlax, uninvested Earthquake does not break my substitute either, after Will-O-Wisp it obviously. Reunitless has to run Shadow Ball to beat me and takes over half from my V-Create, and yeah, Mega Lopunny's Fake Out can't break the sub either. So the plan is to get my Victini in on something I can set up a sub on either the Weezing, the Togetic, the Snorlax, or the Reunitless, because Reunitless is inclined to switch out versus me because we create like can OHKO him if I'm banded and he doesn't know my stats if I don't switch in on rocks and get leftovers back. So that could be kind of helpful. I don't want to get Pursuit Trapped obviously, so I have Substitute plus Will-O-Wisp. Substitute allows me to set up a sub on maybe a Weezing, a Togetic, or a Snorlax, and like everything I put to sleep with Tangrowth. I'm rocking the sleep powder this season, so this week. So um, I can sort of like I can switch into something that's asleep and just get up substitute. Substitute allows me to will-o-wisp everything that wants to come in on me. If he wants to bring in the crocodile, if it's like a physically defensive variant, which could take V-creates from me, after the intimidate, I can will-o-wisp it and never be like 2 KO'd by a pursuit or anything. Like just get my health back with the leftovers. If he's uninvested Snorlax, it can never break my sub with anything it wants to go for, which is really great for me. I can will-o-wisp that, wear it down, even if it's a curse leg. I can like always burn it and then go into my aggro to taunt it or something like that. Um, and yeah, like just the substitute plus will-o-wisp combination just makes it nearly impossible for him to pursue trap me and get rid of my Victini. Like if I'm behind a sub and he brings a crocodile, he has to let something get burned. And if I get to burn the crocodile, that's even better for me. If he comes in with Snorlax, I can just go for the Will-O-Wisp, even if I'm not behind the sub. Weezing gets whittled down by the Will-O-Wisp and the V-Crate. I think after burn, V-Crate is a 2-hit KO if it's not max defensive. The 180 attack and Adam and Nature allow me to 2-hit KO the Reuniclus. Like every variant of Reuniclus, it's like a Calm Mind setup or something. Bolt Strike is a 2-hit KO on Manaphy, even if it's like max HP, so that's really cool. Lopunny just drops to my V-Crate after some prior damage, I think. I think I might just knock it out anyway, but like don't have the calc in my head right now. Speed is just so I don't get speed crapped. It doesn't really matter. But like, yeah, that's a set I really expect to put in the work because it makes it impossible for him to get rid of my Victini via pursuit trapping, and like it helps him tremendously whittling down his wall core. Like I don't want to will-o-wisp some stuff, for example Manaphy. I really want to T-whip it with my Rotom, but if Victini comes in on Manaphy comes in on my Victini when I'm behind the sub, I can just fire up a big Bolt Strike and prevent it from ever setting up on me during the game, and I will gladly take that if I get like 60% off on the Manaphy. That would be great, and I can like just switch out after he breaks my sub or something. Yeah, very cool set. I really expected to put in some work because like it's really bulky and can take a lot of hits. Like if Reuniclus for some reason is like a recover Calm Mind, recover T-Wave, recover Toxic, attacker with Focus Blast and Side Shock, he can potentially not break my sub, especially if I get rid of a potential life orb which could hold, and like just set up substitutes on that and just kill with Recreate because like Reuniclus cannot beat this Victini 1 vs 1 if it doesn't have Shadow Ball. And Shadow Ball is only good versus Victini on my team. I don't have another Psychic type that is weak to it, so I don't really expect it to run Shadow Ball. But like it could be a Trick Room attacker with Shadow Ball, Focus Blast, and Side Shot, which is probably what I would run, probably holding Cold Barberry or something. Like Recreate also puts him in range for a knockoff from Weavile, even if he does pack the Cold Barberry, so that's great. And like Recreate and Bolts are just 2-hit KO basically his entire team after some prior damage besides the Snorlax, and I can always burn the Snorlax as I always said. So definitely expect Victini to put in quite some work here. Really looking forward to that thing. If I can get it inverse the right mon, I can get up a summon Willow stuff. That would be really good for me. Next up, I have my main check to Mega Lopunny, which is my physically defensive Tangrowth. No like experimental with the spread, like just max HP, max defense. Leaf Storm, Leech Seed, Sleep Powder, Knockout. What that allows me to do is like just take any 2 hits from Mega Lopunny, even at +2. I live in a high jumping if it's like a power punch set. Get damage off with the Rocky Helmet, really force it to not attack whenever it comes in because he knows he will like take the 16%. And with the rock damage, with maybe like Poison Point from my Nidoqueen, it will just drag up and forces Mega Lopunny to stay in the back for the late game, where I feel like I can beat it 1 vs 1 if I have Tangrowth plus another mon left. So yeah. Also a nice backup check to Manaphy. If I get to T with Manaphy, Leaf Storm just kills it after little prior damage, that's like 90% to uninvested Manaphy, 90 to 110 or 1.6 or something. Sleep Pod allows me to put anything I want to sleep because it doesn't have a grass type on his squad. Leech Seed obviously to get health back, could come in really handy versus Snorlax, versus a Regenerator Reuniclus, even versus Manaphy, all of which have like very solid HP stats, and like it just helps me whittling down his mons. Could go for like if he brings if I get rid of Manaphy and Reuniclus early and he only has physical attackers left, I can just spam Leech Seed because he's forced to switch out and cannot like get hits off on me because of the Rocky Helmet. I obviously have to take care of my Rocky Helmet. I cannot mindlessly switch into Crocodile because not Crocodile the first time it comes in will probably go for knockoff, and I will go the first time Crocodile comes in. I will go into my Aggron because I can take any 2 hits from that thing anyway, maybe even any 3 hits unless it's banded. And like he probably wants to go for knockoff first because knockoff is always like a non-losing play most of the time because especially with my squad here doesn't allow anything to set up for free besides the Aggron. I'm not sure if he predicts me to be cursed Aggron at all, so we will see about that. But like I can put stuff to sleep, get my Victino, my Weevil in for free because stuff hasn't burned a ton of sleep hits. I can get rid of items with the knockoff, and Leafstorm just does very solid damage to everything but the Snorlax. Even the Wheezing takes like 30 to 40% from it, just because Leafstorm is so strong. Attackroot is another mon that will just stay in once Manaphy hits the field because he can never OHKO me with the Ice Beam. If it's uninvested Ice Beam, he does like slightly over half. If it's max special attack, it does like 70 to 80%. But I can just get off a big Leaf Storm and maybe knock it out. Maybe go for a Sleep Powder, but it will probably just attack with the Leaf Storm to get rid of this thing. It OHKOs also the Crocodile, the Raichu. Does a big chunk to Hexorus even though it's resisted. Technic also is a backup check to Hexorus, obviously, because with the Rocky Helmet and like my knockoff, my Leech Seed, my Sleep Powder, I can beat that thing 1v1 because it can take a +1 Adamant Life or Poison Jab with that spread. So Hexorus shouldn't be a problem for me, and I can just with knockoff or Leech Storm, I can put it easily in the Ice Shot range for Weaver. Obviously, I have to take care of what I'm knocking off with this mon because if I knock off Manaphy, I could be in trouble because then knockoff from Weavile will do less than 50%. I have to like really weaken it in order to like, get rid of it with my Weavile. So I like never want to knock off Manaphy at all, to be honest, unless like he's already at like 30% or something. But I can always like just Leaf Storm the tank the Manaphy anyway if it's T-waved already from my rotor. You just gotta make sure that Manaphy never switches in on my knockoff, but I will go for knockoff probably very rarely in the game because I also don't want to knock off Snorlax because actually Bandit Weaver can 2-hit KO Curselex with like 188 HP, 140 defense or something. Can 2-hit KO every variant of Snorlax unless it's max HP, max defense with the knockoff after rocks. So I really need this thing to hold an item, to be fair. It's also like Tenrith also could give me a backup switch into a Scarf Diamond and wants to go for U-turn just to put it in range with the Rocky Helmet for provide some stuff for example for a Bolt Strike from Bettini or a Heavy Slam from Aggron. Like Rocks plus Rocky Helmet do already over 40% to the Diamond and like easily put it in range for stuff. So yeah, that's my Tangrowth here, my main answer to Lopunny. I don't think I'm under prep for Lopunny because like the Rocky Helmet will wear it down, potential poison damage will wear it down, and like I needed Lopunny to just be at 45-ish% to be in Ice Shot range, so I'm not too afraid of that thing, to be honest. The last one on my team is the Bandit Weavile this week. Nothing too fancy, enough speed for anything that wants to speed creep my base 100 mon, which is obviously the Victini. I cannot outspeed this Mega Lopunny, so no need for me to run more speed than that. And if he brings the Raichu, which is the only thing faster than 100 other than Lopunny, he would probably settle for 168 speed or maybe 169. And I have just like the 170 speed to outspeed that. Weavile actually 2-hit KOs the entire squad that you see here, besides a max physically defensive Weezing and a physically defensive Manaphy. Besides that, everything is O-code or 2-hit KOs. Reuniclus is even 2-hit KO'd after Colbur Berry. Colbur Berry, Reuniclus takes 50 to 60% from the choice band knockoff, so just gotta put that in range. I can pursue trap some stuff if I really want to get rid of that. For example, Darmanitan that's locked into Earthquake or something and wants to switch out. Pursuit Trap, Volt Switching Right should get rid of it if it's Scarfed or something. Ice Shot obviously is a good way of late game cleaning. If Darmanitan gets low at like 25%, I can just kill it. Togetic drops at like 60% from the Ice Shot. Raichu takes over half, I think. Hexorus almost drops after rocks if it doesn't pack the Yachi Berry. It's just like a solid way to clean up late game. And if I get rid of the Manaphy as well as the Snorlax, I can just spam Ice Crash and get a kill every time Weavile comes in, so that's great. Pursuit is just here for like to maybe Pursuit Trap and non-Colbur Berry Rhenoclast, but probably won't ever go for that. I could decide to like change that to low kick for this, just to have another check to the Snorlax, but I feel like I'm okay versus the Snorlax because I can put it to sleep with Tangrowth before it can rest up on me. I can burn it and then taunt it with my Aggron, and like I feel like I'm good versus it because if it's a rest Snorlax, he cannot only run one attack, so he cannot be rest talk curse Snorlax. So if he's rest, he has to burn 2 turns of steel and I can get in my Weavile and just kill something with the knockoff. So even like a very defensive Snorlax, so I'm not too afraid of that. Yeah, that's the team. This video is about 25 minutes long, so I cut this video to 20 minutes, about 20 minutes shorter, which is good, so you don't have to watch me talking 45 minutes about my great team that is here. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm very confident in my squad. I think I prepped really well. I don't think you will expect my Taunt Curse Aggron or my Sub Willow Victini. He will be very pissed probably because of the Rocky Helm, because it just like fucks up Mega Lopunny. And like the Rindon Custard Berry could come in handy. Like I don't think he will prep for a lot of that stuff that I'm bringing, so I hope I can get a win here. Definitely gonna be a tough matchup, I'm not gonna lie. Like Manaphy, Rhenoclast, Snorlax, all of which are big threats that can easily sweep my team if I play carelessly or mindlessly switch stuff in and allow him to get rid of my mons. But we will see about that. So that's the team builder for this week for the divisional round. The battle goes up on Monday. I did my first live com there, so definitely go check that out. Very long video because it was very long close battle, but definitely go check out and tell me if you like it, and leave a like and a comment on this video as well, like, just to see. Just let me know what you think of the team, if I have a solid chance of winning and stuff like that. So catch you tomorrow during the battle.